We will use AC Interactive's watercolor pencil set dedicated to apply rust and wet. We will see how to represent the rust on a drum. To do this we will use pencils, water, brushes and a cleansing swab or any foam. To apply the pencils we will begin by moistening their tips with water. Once moistened we will begin to apply the pencil directly on the surface. We will mix and combine and fresh the different colors, filling the surface and keeping it always wet. The different tones will appear as the paint dries. Once we have filled the surface, let dry a few minutes to observe the result. After letting dry and checking the result we can continue adding a light beck with the sponge. To use it first we wet it in water and then rub it on the tip of the pencil. Once the pencils are applied, let dry and check the result. To paint the sides we will apply again the pencils and wet and blend with the sponge. With the sponge we do not only blend and distribute the colors better but also accelerate their drying. After a few minutes, the piece is ready for the subsequent weathering processes. Once dry, the pencils will remain unchanged during the subsequent aging processes with enamels and oils. Let's start with the weathering process by applying a basic wash with enamel. We will use the appropriate AK083 enamel for its dark brown color. In a well we will deposit the enamel and add some thinner. Apply on the borders and edges of the piece to highlight the details and get some depth. There is no problem using white spirit since it is not compatible with water and will not damage the work done with the pencils. After allowing a couple of minutes to dry, we will have to eliminate the excess of the washing tin. For this we will use a clean brush and thinner. As we eliminate the excess we will go moistening and cleaning the brush on absorbent paper. Then, with the same enamel used for the wash, we can add some effects like vertical streaks. For this we will use a fine brush that we will always move from top to bottom, trying to obtain straight and parallel lines. After letting dry the previous effects, we will apply dust with pigments. For this we will use a combination of several pigments in light, medium and dark tones. We will apply them in a punctual way in edges and nooks with a brush that is not too thick. We will blend and distribute them with a soft and round brush. The pigments are an ideal base for the application of all types of splashes and stains. To represent stains and leaks of fluids such as oil, grease or fuel, we will use a combination of enamels and oils. On this occasion add T.160 engine grease, 002 sepia and enamel AK084 engine oil have been used. We will need some thinner for enamels, fine Marta brushes, and a worn brush and a wooden stick to splash. We will make the mixtures on a piece of cardboard so that it absorbs part of the oils. After making the mixture, we will add a little thinner so that it flows better on our piece. Apply directly, observing the result and always working in layers until you get the right result. On the sides we will make several vertical streaks to achieve a more credible result. To properly perform the splashes we must place the piece at an angle on the work surface. It is advisable to first test the effect of the splashes on a paper to adjust the dilution of the mixture and the angle of work. After the application of the different effects, we will observe the result, being able to add or modify it to convenience. Blending and combining the pencils in wet and adding various after effects can achieve oxidation effects on different types of pieces quickly and easily. We hope you enjoyed this video and that it will help you with your models. We invite you to follow us on YouTube on the INCREÍBLE channel.